Week 51, Mounjaro results. Hi, my name is Kerry and this is my Mounjaro journey. Before we go on, I'd like to thank everybody that has liked, commented and subscribed to my YouTube channel. I really, really do appreciate it. So here we are, week 51. Now, I have been taking Mounjaro since October 6th. And like I said before in previous videos, I've missed 4 doses, 4 jabs, basically because I was ill for 3 of them and 1 because I was extremely busy that week, and I just felt it was a lot easier not to jab that week. So this week has been pretty good. I'm on 7.5 milligrams. I'm on, I think, my 3rd pen. I've just finished my 3rd pen and I've got a 4th pen waiting for me, a 4th 7.5 milligram pen. So I took my jab and last Saturday, and what I found is, side effects wise, suppression. I really strong suppression. I felt really full all week. I've managed to eat, which is good. I've managed to have a little breakfast, a little lunch and a little tea. We went out on tea dinner for us here in Yorkshire. But for me it's usually just a really small meal anyway at tea time, and then lunch is usually my biggest meal. But I have struggled. I have really struggled. And I find that my suppression sort of kicks in about between 24 hours and 48 hours after I've jabbed. So when I take it on a Saturday night at 10:30, I'm usually finding by Sunday tea time, evening, I'm struggling to eat then. And then I struggle to eat until about Wednesday lunchtime. I still manage to eat, but I struggle to eat. And then I don't go crazy or anything like that. I still have little treats, like just now I've had a Sturgis chocolate, which is from Filey in the North Yorkshire coast. Really nice chocolate place. I've been having one of them every other day or so, not every day or anything, that too strong for me. I don't have a lot of chocolate these days. So I've been having that. But as far as side effects go, it's only been suppression, which I can cope with. No nausea. I think nausea and sulfur burps are probably the worst of the minor side effects, I'd say. Throwing up is probably the worst. Diarrhea, yeah, you can usually control that with Imodium, and constipation can be bad as well. But I think the worst of minors is definitely nausea feeling and sulfur burps. But again, I've not suffered that this week. And I think with nausea, when I've suffered it in the past, it was because I had low sodium levels, and then I suffered it a couple of weeks ago. But I think that was more to do with a nasal drip than to do with the medication, because it's winter time. And I'm going to change the screen because I've changed where I'm sitting so that you can see what the weather's like. It was beautiful this morning. We set off to take my brother to respite, and the weather was nice. Dropped him off, did all what I needed to do, paying for things and arranging for him to go off to his drama during the week and all sorts of things like that. And then we got in the car and drove to Corton Wood outside of Rotherham Barnes. It used to be a big old mine, and now it's like a shopping area. And we went there, and really nice. Went into Morrison's. We did Marks and Spencer shopping, then went into Morrison's, And then when we came out, this is the weather, and it's been like this for hours. So let me just change the screen. I don't know if you can actually see it. Absolutely raining, chucking it down. And I usually like to go a walk in the afternoon. I won't be going in that. The only time I don't go for a walk outside is if it's raining. I'll go in every other weather. I've gone in snow, I've gone in ice, I've gone in mist, I've gone in fog, I've gone in wind, I've gone when it's warm, not when it's really hot, because I don't think that's wise either. Although I've gone later on in the day when it's really hot. So let's talk exercise wise. All I'm really doing is walking. I walk about 1.5 miles every day. I try and get that in, and then some exercises to do with your own body weight. I do some of those as well. Clothes. I've bought some new clothes. Not a lot. I bought a brand new coat because I needed one, basically. I needed a longish coat for when it's rainy weather like this. And I had a grey one, but that's really got old and a bit, so I needed a new one. So I bought one from Mountain Warehouse. It was on sale, £54, and size 12. You can get in it, zip it up, have a big jumper on, because I tried it on with a big jumper on. So that was really, really great. Another thing that I've bought is my Target present to myself. I said when I started the beginning of this journey that I wanted to get to 10.5 stone. I'm a lot smaller than that now, and did change my target midway through. But my initial target was 10.5 stone, and I said if I get to that, I am going to buy a Harris Tweed jacket. And I bought one. I bought one in size 14, just so that I've got plenty of room to wear a jumper underneath, because it's really for spring or autumn, that jacket. But I'm like, no, you've bought it now. You cannot go up in size, because you are buying things either size 12 or size 14. I also tried some new jeans on, but the trouble with them, they fitted size 12, but they're all too long in the leg, so I didn't purchase any of those. I'm only 5'1", so I like 29-inch legs or 30-inch legs I can get away with, because I've got quite long legs. I've got long legs and a short body, but still I am too short. There's a place, I don't know if they still do it, but when I was a student, I used to go to Doncaster Market and buy my jeans from there. And the reason why I did that is because they always took them up for me. I used to buy them, and then they take my jeans up, they measure me and everything, take my jeans up, and I would go and shop round and come back in a couple of hours, and I'd have my jeans all nicely to my height. It was a brilliant, brilliant shop. I don't know if it's still there, because I haven't been to Doncaster in years. But anyway, so that's been great. So let's go on to the weights. So I started my journey at 100 kilograms or 15 stone, 10.4 or 220 pounds. Last week I weighed 61.3 kilograms or 9 stone, 9.1 pound or 135.1 pound. This week I am 60.8 kilograms, which is a loss of 0.5 kilograms. Stone wise, 9.8, so 9 stone, 0.8 pound, so that's a loss of 1.1, or 134 pounds, again a loss of 1.1 pound. So in total with kilograms I've lost 39.2. In stones I've lost 6 stone, 2.4, and in pounds I've lost 86.4 pound. Now I did say that I was going to go down to 9 stone 6, which gets me just into the healthy range of the BMI, 24.9 or something like that. I think I'm going to go a little bit smaller. I think I'm going to go to about 9 stone, maybe 9 stone 2. But if I stuck at 9 stone 6, I've only got £2 to go, or 0.9 kilograms to go. So I am celebrating that. But I've also got other targets to achieve, like I'm currently sat at 39.2 kilograms, so 0.8 kilograms or 800 grams would get me to 40 kilograms in total loss. But if I carry on and get like another £4, then I'll have hit over £90 loss. So all these targets are really, really good. And I've also started doing all the challenges on my Apple Watch as well. So I'm trying to get like a perfect month. And I think at the moment I've got to exercise for 37 minutes for 14 days at the moment. And I think I'm on day 8. I missed one day. I hit 30 minutes, but I didn't hit 37 minutes. Well, it is what it is. So that's been this week. There's not really a lot to say other than it was quite busy. You know, like everybody at this time of year, it's getting dark, early evenings. What I do want to say is watch out for people because depression can be quite bad, especially at this time of year when a lot of people have sad disease. My mum suffers sad disease really bad. But not just that, you know, keep an eye out on your friends and people like that. You know, I contacted a friend because one of her messages on Facebook was just a bit off. So I contacted her and had a nice chat with her. And she is suffering from depression, which is something I've suffered from in the past, and sometimes still, but so that I was medicated. No reason for it, just life, probably hormonal, probably, I don't know. But yeah, just check in on people and see how they're doing. So on that, I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'll speak to you all next week. Bye.